We've had many people that have kind of, funny enough, it's very strange, have been on the program, and some family member, often like their mother or their father, will die.
Yeah.
And for the majority of them, some of them do drop out,
Yeah.
but the majority of them actually get to a point where I hear what they say to me, and they say, I can't tell you how grateful I am that I'm on Cura Romana, because without it I would have broken down.
Yeah.
It's given me the stability or the sense that I can keep going.
For self-care, so their system actually is able to process it.
Absolutely,
because rather than stuff it down, they're processing. They're
processing it, yeah. So again, it very much comes down to the individual.
Okay.
The other thing that we do find that I think is sometimes hard for people to understand is that sometimes with trauma that has occurred in people's lives, when they do go on the program, sometimes their trauma is connected to a particular weight that they were.
Yeah.
And often weight is kind of considered really as like a buffer or a protection.
For sure.
Because the outside world, particularly if we have a lot of trauma in our lives, is very threatening. Yeah. And the body, very skillfully finds a way really to protect itself from what could possibly be happening. And what we do find with some people is that as they go onto the program, if they had a very particular traumatic event that happened at a particular weight, and they reach that weight, and sometimes what will happen is they'll become very, very frightened or very, very nervous, or their body will react to it in that they will just kind of put on 2 or 3 pounds. It's all water weight, but it's still that same kind of reaction as if it was toxicity. Yeah. Excuse me, sweetheart, but you're right by the microphone. Okay. It's the same reaction as that toxicity. So they, and the only thing that has to occur in many cases at that point is to just become aware that maybe that's what's happening, that maybe they're reacting to something that's older. And at that point, what we tend to, if they're struggling with it, we have always tended to recommend Belarus Napostek's work, mostly because it's the most effective way that we have found to, in such a gentle and loving way, to really communicate with the traumatized aspects that are alive and living inside of the person's body, to let them know that this is not that time, that things have changed, and that that you're very grateful for the protection and the help that they have given, and the support, and that now is not that time, and we are not living the same situation, and we don't need to react to that situation in the same way. That's why I think our work is so helpful and very complementary actually to Cura Romana in that way, because it will deal with some of the deeper unconscious traumas, and just very gently let them, let the charge be released, and just let them move through.
I mean, trauma is, as we've discussed, it's something that in a lot of areas of my work, it's something that I'm really passionate about, kind of. That so many people, we're just walking around and we don't even know we've got traumas inside us. You know, we get triggered left, right and centre by different situations, or a place, or a person, or whatever it is. And it's something that I'm going to be looking at a lot. I mean, it's been a theme in my life, so I'm fascinated. This is just really interesting, because what you're saying is it's not a place or a person or a thing, it's when you hit a particular weight. So it's all still association, isn't it? It's when your body finds it's being reminded in some way.
It's not always that case, but in some people they do have a very strong connection to a particular weight that they were, or in women it's often if they feel sometimes it's strange, if they feel beautiful, or if they feel like people are watching them, or admiring their beauty, sometimes that is what has, previously has caused some kind of trigger or something like that, and then they're like, oh my God, something's going to happen because people are looking at me or anything else, and their body wants to again protect themselves.
That's interesting.
They'll do it naturally.
One could say if they had a history of abuse or something like that, where maybe because they felt they were beautiful, they'd attracted a situation, but then they may have eaten to not attract that. I mean, that's just a very simple example.
No, but it does often happen that way, or and there are many different ways that the body handles. And the thing that we also have to realize is that it's incredible what the body can process, what the body can handle. I mean, in terms of so many traumas that go on in people's lives, by very right they should break us in two. They should absolutely annihilate us. Yes. And yet they do not. And yet somehow we find the strength to move on.
We survive.
It's absolutely incredible. And the admiration that I have for the human body or the human spirit is just phenomenal, because I just don't, honestly God, I don't think it should be able to survive some of the things that it does.
And sometimes, that overeating or whatever it is has kept us alive.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I can share it here. I used drugs at points in my life, which I wish I'd never done, but actually at that time in my life, it was the only way I had of coping with situations. And I think with eating, with anything, isn't it? It's the same.
Our body knows how to self-medicate, and that's very important for it. The only difficulty often with that kind of mechanism is that it's not terribly conscious. Yeah, absolutely. And so when we can very gently just become aware of, oh, okay, maybe that's why I'm doing that, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. It's just that maybe there's a better way, or maybe there's another way.
Hi everyone, this is Victoria, and hopefully you just really enjoyed that video and got lots of useful information. Please subscribe, press the button and subscribe to the Eggshell Therapies channel, because there's going to be lots more interesting videos coming relating to nutrition or movement or body work, and also videos about the way we think, meditation, beliefs, all kinds of things. So basically a whole bunch of stuff relating to how we feel and what can help us feel better. Also, please leave your comments if there's any more information that you would have liked to know about, or whatever the videos bring up for you. Please give me feedback, because it will give us more things to think about to make new videos for. So hopefully you'll subscribe, and then you'll automatically get the next videos when they come out. So until next time, thank you for watching, and see you again soon.